Okay, so I want to do another build on reading for the collective, for the spiritually awakened collective. And let me see. So today they want to start with the Mother Mary. They're asking me to do 3. Okay, then you guys need to pull 3 out, please. Please let us know what you would like for the collective to know. Oh, okay, there's 1 and 2. Okay, 1 more. Nope, and I think this one right there. Okay. Then they want 1 Kali. I was giving them some thoughts yesterday, just 1 please, on, oh my goodness, please guys, you're being goofy. Just 1, this one right there, okay. Whoop. And then they're going to have me branch out into 3. Okay, so please let the collective know. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. 4th. Oops. Okay, flipped here somewhere. There's that one. And 1 more, I presume. Okay. 1 more, guys, I'm assuming. Whoop. Well, I assumed wrong. Okay. There. So I'm going to have to set those on the side and just go through them one at a time, because this is a lot of them. Okay, so see, that already took 3 minutes just to do. So the first one is well, let me first of all tune in. Okay. Okay, so please let me know what you would like to know for the collective. So they're saying this is an exploratory reading. Okay. Our Lady of Divine Direction. And there's the image. The quickest way to a destination is not always the most obvious or direct route. Obstacles can help build trust, determination, self-belief, and courage. However, when those qualities are sufficiently developed within one's heart, it is more efficient and joyful to make swifter progress on the path, sidestepping obstructions altogether. Let go of how you think things need to happen. Place your trust in Our Lady's direction. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, there is the image. Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. Before transformation bears fruit, you must labor with great trust. The seedling has profound courage. It gathers the strength in the underground darkness before it is ready for the astonishing feat of cracking open its shell, powerfully pushing down roots and reaching up to break through the soil and find the light. You have such courage, instinct, and power within. Trust in your process and in what you must be. And then the third one, and there's the image, it's so pretty. Our Lady of Sacred Sisterhood. The divine feminine is awakening in your heart. She guides you to apply your heart wisdom to any challenges in your life, transforming something that was once a cause of concern or even fear into a chance to realize the depth, power, and spiritual capacity of your soul. You are strong enough to open up and let others connect to your powerful, awakened, and beautiful heart. Okay, so let me tune in because I don't want to tell what I feel about these cards because that's really irrelevant. Let me ask Spirit what they wish to share. I'm hearing it is your flow and it is your choice. So in this one here, it says obstacles can help to build trust, determination, self-belief, and growth. And so that has been a great area for growth for a lot of us. But in this stage now where we're moving, we can also learn, oh goodness, to see those obstacles differently. So there is still going to be, when you have an obstacle, when you have a trigger, when you have an opportunity for growth, there are lots of different ways of working through that. And so whatever your natural reaction is, creates, an opportunity for learning. So no matter what you say or do in any circumstance, is a good thing to do, is the right thing to do, if you will, in the most general sense, because it will always give you a feedback loop to help to guide you on what works and what doesn't. So, the point here is to not have judgment for self in not having it done, having behaved as perfectly as you want. But this one over here, it talks about the divine feminine is awakening in your heart. That is a different energy. That's where you come from, a place of vulnerability. So if somebody says or does something, you can walk away out of fear. You can stand up for yourself. There are a lot of different ways that are healthy for, the boundaries. But the other place where you can go, and not with all people, you have to read the room really well, is coming from a place of vulnerability, because that's where we're moving now. And here it says, before transformation bears fruit, you must labor with great trust. And that is where you just need to trust. Whatever this is that's happening now, it's giving me an opportunity to grow, but to grow from a place of vulnerability and really owning my own emotions. Okay. And they're talking about this as exploration. So we'll see trauma nagmo. And there's the image. The spiritual cleansing and protective means necessary to overcome any obstacle shall be granted to you. You can trust in what is happening in your life, especially the things that are breaking apart or arising anew. Any pain that you might be experiencing now is so much less than the pain that would have taken root if certain circumstances were allowed to continue. So this one here means that you've already trimmed back some of those aspects of you, that you're moving more and more into this divine feminine energy, thereby creating different experiences, and they are less painful, they're more harmonious, they're more loving when you can go into that place of vulnerability, when you can go into that place of acceptance and love. Okay, so let's see here. They've given us 3 paths. Okay, so the first path that I see here, and I'm trusting, is this true? They're saying yes and no. Okay, so we're just going to go with it. So the first path here is just you sitting by yourself in the dark. So it says you are the star. But it's not only that you are the star of your own movie. So here, the way I look at this is almost like it's a projector. You are the star of your own movie, and you get to create. You get to sit. Here we have these 2 pictures, and they're really illuminated. You get to pour your emotions. You get to let life flow as you would like it to. And that, I think, is part of the spiritual cleansing. And you're just sitting there in the moonlight being reinvigorated and infused by all that does serve you. And then below that we have the Queen of Wands. And so here, when I look at this person here, I see somebody who just owns their energy. You are just really present with who you are, and you feel confident. And it's one of the possible journeys is what I'm feeling right now. So the second path here is the 3 of Swords. So this is heartbreak. This is devastation. And I feel like in this instant here, normally it has a particular meaning with heartbreak, but here I see it as you've got daggers coming from all directions. And this is when you're still a little bit more in the victim mindset of, oh my God, why me? And so this is where you're still stuck in that space, and it is okay to be stuck in this space. When you step out of it is when you'll be ready to step out of it, and trying to get out of it any sooner than is really practicable means that you're spiritually bypassing. So if this is where you need to go, then own it and only bypass it when you are ready to be in the star phase. So you're not really bypassing it, you're just working around it is what I'm hearing. Okay, so if you're in the heartbreak, where you just feel like life is still coming at you from all angles and you can't do anything other than cry and just feel the depth of the emotion, then you honor that. Then here we have the Two of Wands. However, they're saying when you're on this path, at each time when a new event arises, you still have the choice. Do I wish to go down that path of just feeling so devastated and in such a heartbroken space, or do I wish to now move on? And I see some elk there up yonder, and I feel like they're calling you forward because there's great strength. However, there's one on each path. So whichever path you choose, it will continue to take you where you need to go to refine your process. So it could be this or this. Now let's see what this third path is, what this means. I'm hearing this is your outcome. So, and I'm hearing this is your outcome from either path. It doesn't really matter. You choose this path or you choose this path. Ultimately, when this has taught you all that it needs to teach you, you will take the second path and then you will go this way. So either way, you get to the Six of Pentacles. And what I'm feeling here is that you can then be generous with all the learning that you have done through this really difficult process, that you will then share this with the rest of the collective by being just generous with, and here, the Pentacles, I think these are your nuggets of wisdom, your gold nuggets, your pearls that you will share with others. But until then, you're just the hangman. You're just laying here saying, I will get here when I get here, but right now I'm either on this path or this path. And that is okay because we are the precursors of what is to come. We will help and share our knowledge with others. So let me just look at these cards real quick. Here's the World, Temperance, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So what I feel with these here, that this is just, these are all the different experiences and emotions that you can have. So you could feel on top of the world. So you'll have moments where you think, I've really got this, mastery. Temperance here, with Temperance, I'm feeling kind of a balance. Like you're just in the flow, you're seeing it for what it is, whereas here you're really, I'm hearing exalted on top of the world. Okay, other times, Five of Swords, you're just going to pick yourself up from another battle and, pick up the swords and, move forward another day. So we're going to have those moments. We have the Two of Pentacles where we have, I'm going to call it the beginning of an idea, the beginning of moving forward into something. He's looking at one pentacle while holding the other. So I feel like there might be multiple opportunities. You just got to kind of figure out what's going to pull you forward. And then lastly, here's the Seven of Cups, which in this instance to me means disillusionment and deception. And so here, these are the ways where you still see the world, where you have not, I'm hearing clarified your mind as to what absolute truth is, what divine truth is, what unconditional love is. These are all of the things that still keep you in this mindset. And so you'll kind of move through all of these until you clear them out. And the sooner you clear them out, the more you will be able to walk in this path. And just to say, you're not always going to be walking in this path or this path. Every time a trigger comes up, every time something comes up, you're either going to choose the path of, okay, this is here to teach me. I get this. It's just a life lesson. How do I move through this? I'm hearing miraculously. Alternatively, it's going to be something that you still haven't really worked through, and it's going to bring up a bigger trigger issue, and you're going to feel that the pain again of the loss and being stuck in this process. And then you come down here and you make a decision. And so I feel like this is just a feedback loop, and this is where you go, and these are the various experiences that you're going to have. And so to think that enlightenment, the path to enlightenment, is always going to be glorious and peaceful, it's not. It's a continual refining by fire. And that's what's showing up here, that as we go through these things, everything that needs to be burned off will be burned off. And they can only be burned off by cycling through these various steps. This is when you know that you've mastered something. This is when you just find balance, and this balance is kind of like this balance. This is still being tempted by things that aren't true. And then these are just the continual fights that you're going to have, or the conflict that you're going to experience, because that's just the nature of life. So if this resonates with you, please follow me on one of the platforms.